Hi students, it's Miss Kate. This is your grammar book, page 129. In this lesson, we are learning about how to use the words how often in an information question. Notice that I said often, even though there's a T here. So lots of Americans say often. Now, other people say often, and that's okay, especially if you are from England or another country, another English-speaking country, you might hear people say often. But a lot of Americans say often. So when someone asks you how often, they want to know frequency, how much time. So here are some examples. Here's the question, and here are some possible answers. How often do you go shopping? Every day. Once a week. About twice a week. Every other day or so. This means one day I go shopping, the next day I don't, the day after that I do, the next day I don't, so on, off, on, off. And the expression or so means about, approximately. 3 times a month, okay? So you can even mention how many times if someone says how often. Speaking of how many times, you can just, if you want to know exact numbers, you can ask someone how many times. And then you use an expression like a day, a week, a month, or a year. So the answer is going to be a number, okay? How many times a day do you eat? 3 or 4. How many times a week do you go shopping? 2. All right, so here are other expressions that you can use to answer a frequency question, like how often. You could say a lot. Hey, you might as well repeat after I say this for pronunciation practice. Occasionally, once in a while, not very often, hardly ever. This means very, almost never, which is the next expression, almost never, never, every other. That's the on, off. Once a day, once a week, once a month, once a year. All of these that have a go with one of these words. Okay, I hope that helps you to use, to talk about frequency using how often or how many times. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.